We are so fucked. I only have one endurance point left. And I didn't pick. If I die again, next fucking time, Mind Shield is getting kicked to the fucking curb, and I'm picking up healing, god damn it. I also haven't used camouflage at all, but I wager it might be useful. I'm just pissed that I didn't get anything of fucking worth from, killing that dude, fucking beastly thing. Maybe you should have just ran away, seriously. Should have just refused the whole trip to go help Prince Jackass or whatever the fuck, and god damn it. Anyway, I'm letting the dice decide this one. Oh boy! Let's risk the unknown perils of the Graveyard of the Ancients. Fantastic. As you descend the ridge towards the Graveyard of the Ancients, you are aware of a strange mist and cloud that swirls all around this grey and forbidding place, blocking the sun and keeping the graveyard in perpetual gloom. The creeping chill seems to penetrate your very bones. Your horse becomes startled, and no matter how you urge him on, he refuses to go any nearer to this dreadful place. So you must leave your horse and press on by foot. Your passage through the graveyard will not be easy. Oh boy. For the ground is broken and covered with a thorny graveweed. This wicked briar tears your cloak and cuts your legs. The air hangs heavy and still. Foul gases seep from open crypts, and the haunting murmur of distant whispering fills your ears. Carefully, you approach a gap between two ancient pillars, and part the graveweed with your cloaked hand. Suddenly, the ground collapses beneath you, and you fall in a tumble of earth and stone. I'm going to die here. You are winded, but not hurt. You have fallen 15 feet or so through the roof of an underground tomb. The walls are sheer, and you cannot climb them. An arched tunnel leads out of the tomb towards the east, in front of which lies the sarcophagus of some ancient noble. Why am I moving down there? Your senses scream at you that this place is very evil. Leave as quickly as you can. Got it. The walls are dank and slimy. The stale air chokes you, and cobwebs brush across your face. You can feel panic grip your stomach as the tunnel gets darker and darker. You reach a junction where the tunnel meets a corridor leading from north to south. Let's go south. Or north. 100, I can't pass that up. We're going south. The cold corridor suddenly makes an abrupt turning towards the east. You notice a greenish glow that lights the tunnel in the far distance. As you creep nearer, you can see that the corridor opens out into a large chamber. The strange light seems to emanate from a large bowl resting upon the top of a granite throne. On a plinth, in front of the stone, stands a statue. Looks like a winged serpent curved in the shape of an S. Let's get the fuck out of here. You find a stone portal in the east wall, but there does not appear to be any way of opening it. I need a trap finding discipline, I swear to God. Let's sit on the seat. As you sit down, the stone serpent slowly moves forward on its plinth. You suddenly break out into cold sweat and grasp your weapon with trembling fingers in case it should attack. A red forked tongue appears from the head of the strange statue and dips into the bowl of green light above your head. Slowly the tongue reemerges holding a golden key, which to your surprise it drops into your lap. A panel in the east wall clicks open to reveal an exit. You take the key and leave as quickly as possible. Golden key. I guess this is a special item? I don't know. You see ahead a corridor sloping upwards, and as you reach the top of the slope, a stone portal slides across to reveal another passage ahead. You step through the opening, which then quickly closes with a crunch. The corridor soon widens into a large hall. At the far end, a stone staircase leads up to a huge door. 2 black candles on either side of the stone steps dimly illuminate the chamber. You notice that no wax is melted, and as you get nearer, you can feel that they give off no heat. Ancient engravings cover the stone surfaces of the walls. Anxious to leave this evil tomb, you examine the door for a latch. An ornate pin appears to lock the door, but there is also a key hole in the lock plate. Let's use our golden key. You carefully insert the key and turn it clockwise. You hear a dull click. The key works. You lift out the pin, and the large granite door slowly swings towards you on hidden hinges. The gray half-light of the graveyard floods into the tomb. The exit is overgrown with graveweed, and you suffer many cuts to your face and arms as you fight your way through to the surface. Looking back, you see the tomb door slowly close, and a cruel, inhuman laugh seem to rise out of the very ground on which you stand. In blind panic, you race to the eerie necropolis towards the south gate. I guess we'll take off the golden key. At last you can reach the wooden field works surrounding the outer city. As you race towards the sentry post, you can hear the excited shouts of the guards cheering you on. Thank the gods that they recognize you, for you must appear a ragged and suspicious figure. Your cloak is torn and hangs in tatters, your face is scratched and blood-smeared, and the dust of the graveyard covers you from head to toe. Splashing through a shallow stream, you stagger towards the gate. The full horror of the graveyard encounter begins to catch up with you. The last thing you recall before exhaustion robs you of consciousness is falling into the outstretched arms of two soldiers who have run from the fieldworks to help you. You black out for only a few minutes before you are revived with a measure of strong spirit. Feeling weary but thankful to be alive, you lean on the shoulders of the king's men, and you stagger towards the outer defenses. As you reach the walls of the fieldworks, the large oak gates open, and you are quickly hurried inside. A sergeant, blood-stained and battle-weary, calls to an officer who turns and recognizes your cloak. "My lord," he says, "where are the other Kai masters? We are in desperate need of their wisdom. The Dark Lords press us most cruelly, and casualties are high." You inform the brave officer of the terrible fate of your kinsmen, and the urgency of your mission to seek the king's counsel. Without saying a word, he motions to a soldier to bring forward 2 horses. You both mount and gallop off towards the high city wall of Holmgard. You reach the main gates of the capital and stare in awe at the height of the city's walls. 200 feet high, the walls of Holmgard have withstood the ravages of both time and the Dark Lords. You and the officer race through the tunnel of the inner gatehouse, 100 yards in length, and finally halt outside the doorway of the main watchtower. Great crowds of soldiers and civilians are running to and fro. We're going to keep following the officer here. I'm not sure whether we stand a better chance of making our way there on our own. I don't know whether we've even been there. So let's keep following the officer. Staying close to the officer, you follow him through an arched portal and up a short flight of stairs to a long hall. Soldiers run back and forth, bearing orders on ornate scrolls to officers stationed across the city wall. A haggard and scar-faced man dressed in the white and purple robes of the king's court approaches you and bids you follow him to the citadel. Can I trust this man? Is he actually a scout for the Dark Lords? Let's go ahead and trust him. It's okay. I only have 1 endurance point, so if I get insta-killed, well, I won't feel too bad. You follow the man into a small library off the main hall. He pushes one of the many books on the shelves which line all 4 walls, and you hear a metallic click. One section of the bookcase slowly slides back to reveal a hidden passage. I love how many opportunities the book's giving you here. Should you trust him? Can I not, ask any of the officers here, hey, what about this guy? Should I trust this guy? Do you guys know this guy? Oh, goodness. Game over, yeah! Whatever, let's keep following. You walk for nearly 10 minutes along a dark and winding corridor, then start to climb a steep staircase to a small wooden door. The man presses a secret catch and the door opens. You enter a large, plushly decorated bedroom with a huge marble bath. It takes up 1 corner of the room. The man suggests that you refresh yourself here while he seeks an audience with the king. You quickly bathe and change into some white robes that have been left out on a large marble table. Shortly, the man returns and leads you through a long corridor lined with exquisite tapestries. You finally arrive at a large door guarded by 2 soldiers wearing silver armor. You are about to meet the king. That's a dick move there. But, if that watchtower room had been compromised, just saying, we're not paranoid, okay? Despite what happened to the first lone wolf, there's no reason for us to be paranoid, okay? No reasons. No reasons. We tried to save your son. I guess I should have brought his sword along with me after all. I didn't think I was going to survive that battle, though, so I didn't bother. Might have been more useful than an axe, but hey, I might need to chop down a tree someday. What the fuck? That's good. Unless, I've actually been tricked and I've been allowed to bathe and everything, and all of a sudden, Dark Lords! La 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 la. We'll see. You enter the Chamber of State, a magnificent hall decorated lavishly in white and gold. The king and his closest advisors are studying a large map spread upon a marble plinth in the center of the chamber. Their faces are lined with worry and concentration. The silence fills the hall as you tell of the death of your kinsman and of your perilous journey to the citadel. As you finish your story, the king approaches and takes your right hand in his. Back away. Lone Wolf, you have selfless courage, the quality of a true Kai Lord. Your journey here has been one of great peril, and although your news comes as a grievous blow, the spirit of your determination is like a beacon of hope to all in this dark hour. You have brought great honor to the memory of your masters, and for that we praise you. You receive the praise and heartfelt thanks of the entire hall, an honor that brings a certain redness to your young face. The king raises his hand, and all the voices cease. You have done all that Summerlin could have asked of a loyal son, but she is greatly in need of you still. The Dark Lords are powerful once more, and their ambition knows no bounds. Our only hope lies within Duranor, with the power that once defeated the Dark Lords an age ago. Lone Wolf, you are the last of the Kai. You have the skills. Will you journey to Duranor and return with the Summer Sword, the Sword of the Sun? Only with that gift of the gods may we crush this evil and save our land. If you wish to accept the quest of the Summer Sword, begin your adventure with Book 2 of the Lone Wolf Adventures. We survived! Oh my god! We had an epic fight and everything! The epic fight was like totally anticlimactic because it like happened there like in the middle of the fucking book. And then we had to spend the rest of the time being a fucking bitch. Because I didn't have any fucking health. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Go ahead and save that. I guess that takes care of book 1 here, folks. Oh, game over, yeah! But in a good way. Let me know what you folks thought of this adventure here. The 4 of you who are still viewing. I think we got a lot of potential here. If there are any more instant death scenarios, though, which can immediately kill your character and force you to, I don't know, kind of start over, I'm not too big of a fan of those. The instant death kill things, you know, that makes sense in your regular old run-of-the-mill choose-your-own-adventure game book. Or absurdly stupid decisions. I don't think approaching someone cautiously is absurdly stupid. But I see that a lot in games. It's like, well, it punishes you for indecisiveness. I don't think creeping closer to someone is indecisive, goddammit. Oh well. Whatever. Fire on the Water is the next one, and maybe I'll do that. That was definitely entertaining, though. Man, though, my throat is hoarse. I am Dunsville. Dunsville indeed. See you all next time with another Let's Get On With It adventure.